Hi guys, ad1ce here again, and let's talk about my Assassin Split Arrow build, which I have played on a Legacy Hardcore League. This build is not unique. Actually, it's only a particular case of the Assassin Poison builds with a bow. Anyway, many people asked me to make a video about it, so here it is. I think this build can be called cheap and newbie friendly, because it starts working from the relatively early levels and gradually getting better. The really expensive items are Chaos Heart and Sin's Rebirth Flask, but build works good enough without these items. Okay, I don't wanna waste your time, so let's go straight to the equipment. To tell the truth, before the league starts, I have planned to play with the Tornado Shot and Reach Council Bow, but a little bit later Chris Wilson has killed this idea. So I decided to play with a skill which doesn't require GMP, because it provides double penalty for poison damage. It affects both on hit damage and poison damage, so total penalty is really insane. For early league start I needed a cheap bow with good attack speed, and it was Lioneye's Glare. It allows you to drop all accuracy from gear and play comfortable on the maps with Enfeeble. If you have a lot of currency and can collect insane gear with accuracy and resistances, then you can try to play with some rare bow with high attack speed, better crit rate and maybe some chaos damage. It should be better, but I didn't test it yet, so it's just a theory. Main links are Split Arrow, increased critical strikes, slower projectiles, added chaos damage, void manipulation and pierce. Body as usual is Chaos Heart, but you can use Belly of the Beast with custom damage taken Immortal Call setup. It's also a good variant and looks more attractive against damage reflection and porcupines. I had real problems with them, but I've chosen more life and maybe a few times it saved my character from death. So it's up to you what to use, Belly or Chaos. Gloves are snakebites with vulnerability on hit, and I should say that this corrupt is not mandatory, but gives really good boost for clear speed. Links are Blink Arrow, Wither, Spell Totem and Faster Casting. You can also add increased duration here, but I had no free slots because of Chaos Heart. I've used the Gull Mask with the 3 additional Split Arrow projectiles. If we talk about enchantment, I would say it helps a lot. Actually, it gives me near 50% additional area, so it's really great. As for helmet itself, it's very useful when you play in party, and it gives nice bonus to our defense. I had more than 9k life with a lesser massive shrine and more than 10k life with a regular massive shrine. All shrines are very pleasant, especially on maps with the temporal chains. Another good variant for this build is a Devoted Devotion, so you should choose between these two helmets. Links are Blasphemy, Enfeeble, Grace and Blood Rage. Next goes Rare Boost with some resistances and move speed with links while Lightning Trap, Frenzy, GMP and Power Charge on critical. Quiver is a drillneck. Even after nerf it is still good variant for builds with a double deep mechanics. Next goes Rare Rustic Sash with a flask effect duration and some resistances. Weapon elemental damage here is a waste, I should craft some movement speed here, but I'm lazy. Anyway, I used to play with a support sometimes, so this weapon elemental damage was not so useless. Next goes 2 rare rings with elemental resistances and flat chaos damage crafted from Elrion. It gives good boost for my DPS, because flat chaos damage from gem is not enough. Amulet should be with crit multiplier and flat chaos damage. My amulet looks really insane, but it is not so important for this build. As for flasks, I am using one Divine Life flask with a remove bleeding, Basalt flask with freeze immune, ad1ce Promise, Sin's Rebirth and Quicksilver flask with immune to curses. Sin's Rebirth flask gives same DPS boost like an ad1ce Promise, but it also gives 100% increased evasion and Small Cloud. It has good synergy with Enfeeble from Blasphemy. My tooltip DPS in town is near 29k, and max solo DPS without shrines is 89k. Critical strike chance without charges is 50%, but with 4 power charges it was near 85 or 90%. Also I have near 9k evasion without flasks, and some dodge and spell dodge from acrobatics. By the way, bandits are orc on normal, creating on cruel and a lira on merciless. For comfortable game with the snakebites I have decided to use only 3 frenzy charges. An additional power charge from Alira helps a lot, because Lioneye's Glare has low base crit rate. Okay, now a few words about my tree and subclass. From the normal and cruel lab you should pick Noxious Strike and Toxic Delivery keystones. Toxic Delivery gives insane damage boost for our poison. Next keystones Unstable Infusion and Deadly Infusion helps us to keep good crit rate with the Lioneye's Glare. My tree looks pretty common for bow crit builds except one place, and here it is. At the 2.6 GGG moved Claw Knots closer to Jewel socket near Acrobatics. It allows to use unique Jewel Lioneye's Fall and pick low crit knots. As you can see, I waste 1 point and then grab 3 good crit nodes and 1 good life mana rich node. Other jewels are with life, projectile damage and some resistances. And now main question. Why I played with a split arrow instead of tornado shot with a legacy council bow? The answer is because I was pushing the ladder. If you have enough DPS, split arrow has better clear speed than tornado. And if you have doubts about single target DPS, I can tell you that I've killed Minotaur and Phoenix with split arrow, so DPS is good enough. But if you wanna make boss killer character, then you should use tornado shot with a legacy council bow, because tornado has much better single than split arrow. I think that's all. Good luck, stay safe and push the ladder with the non-meta builds.